folks, welcome back. Right, we're up here on the roof again, and the next phase of our preparation for the solar panels, the new solar panels, is here. We have to start by lifting up some of these tiles, the ones that aren't stuck down already. Like this one, look. I'm going to lift them up and we're going to cement underneath and basically make them absolutely rock solid. Completely fill it full of cement so it's got a really solid base, and then stick it all down. And we have to do from here the full run all the way to the eaves up there, to the top end. And we have to do 3 tracts. Now, the boy's given me some measurements. So as you can see here, we've got 8 panels going in. The red marks represent the fixings. They're 1,770 millimeters wide from centre to centre. So basically we need to do 3 runs, and we have to measure it out and try and get it more or less where it needs to be. He did say that we had a little bit of flexibility, but to try and make it as close to 1,770 mil as possible. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. We're going to start things off by going up the top end and measuring the width, marking the centre line. We're going to do the centre line first, then we'll go either side. But to begin with, we're going to get the cement mixer out. We've got my scruffy old clothes on, scruffier than these, believe it or not. And we're going to get the bags of sand and cement and the tiles, and we're going to get everything prepped and ready to go in position, so then we can start chipping away at this bad boy. Right, so here we are on the roof. I've brought my hammer that I can just lay to mark the first run. So we're going to have a measure up the length and start off in the middle. Right, 6 meters 20. 310. 3 there, just here. It's going to have to be this one. So this is our first run. This is our run here. First 2 again are already solid. I mean, they're not going to screw the frame into the very end here anyway, considering how much run they've got. But this is the first one. It's loose. So we're going to start here and work upwards like that. It's a lot easier when you're putting the tiles down that way. Plus it means as we're working up, we can just replace the ones we break as we work towards the top. Right, let's get some cement mixed up. Right, just put the Jenny on, so we're ready to get the cement mixer rocking and rolling. It's a bit too early in the day for solar panels, I'm afraid. The sun's not quite high enough yet. What we've got here is basically a bag of pre-mixed fine and sharp sand, which creates like a really sticky, easy mortar to work with, which is really cool. And we've got 4 bags here. This is 1 bag of cement, 25 kgs of cement. We're going to put half the cement in with 4 bags, which is a full load for this mixer. So essentially it's an 8-to-1 mix, but it's 42.5 strength of cement, so it's super strong. So any less sand and it ends up cracking and being super tough. We don't need that. And then here, what we've got here, this is called cemento cola, which is like it's like a mortar, like a pre-mixed mortar, usually for dealing with like terracotta stuff. Again, it's super sticky. You just mix it with water. it's super sticky, and you just put a few blobs on just to help the tiles sit on the cement and make sure it's properly stuck down. So we're going to mix up a little bit of this as well, just in a smaller bowl, because we don't need much. Right, so I want to test this trick. So on the internet, we perfectly divided a bag in two without making a mess. Just pop it down on something sturdy like this aluminium here, and you just make a cheeky cut in front and the sides, and then as we lift it up, it should perfectly split. Tell you what, that is not bad. And just finish it off. Right, there we go. So there's one, and there's two. We've got that little tiny mess there. Pretty good really, that can go straight in the mixer now. We're doing an 8 to 1, but I can only put 4 bags in the mixer. So we're doing a 4 to a half. This worked out perfectly. Let's give it a quick mix dry to start with. We've got 3 bags of the sand and half bag of the cement, dry mixed together, which is cool. So now what I'm going to start doing is adding in water. I like to reserve the final bag just in case I put too much water in. I can add a bit more sand at the end. We will put the 4th bag in, but I just prefer going with the water first, just to leave that flexibility to add a bit more and add a bit more and fine tune it. Rather than putting the 4th bag in, putting too much water in, having to put a 5th bag in, and messing around like that. Get the wheelbarrow there to catch any drips. Okay, the mix is looking pretty good now. You can see it's nice and sloppy. I'm going to add in the last bag of sand slowly now. A bit more water. A whole bucket of water. 1 bucket, 4 bags of sand, half bags of cement. Let's have a quick test of it. Look at that. It's nice and moist, but it sticks to the trowel. So I'm happy with that mix. Let's dip it out. Chucked a bit of water in there just to clean off any of the little bits that are left, just to stop it sticking to the metal. So now I'm going to mix up a bit of this Cemento Cola. You just have to mix it with a bit of water, so happy days. We're going to mix up about half a bag to start with. Yep. Mix looks good. good to get up on the roof and start doing a bit of tiling. The reason I carried that wheelbarrow up the roof earlier on is because I'm going to transfer all this into the little buckets so I can transfer it up to the roof and then reload up that wheelbarrow up there, so I've basically got everything up the top. Just to try and save on trips. One. So that was about 4.5 buckets for the cement mixer there. Bucket of water. Just hammer and chisel, just in case I need it. Cement the collar. Right, let's load up on those bad boys. We're also going to pop some of this cement collar into the smaller one so it's easy to deal with as well. Super sticky, look at it. Really claggy. Try and keep a low centre of gravity, try and spread the pressure across the tiles so I avoid cracking as many as I can, like that. So the idea of doing it this way, because you might be thinking, oh, I'll just walk across there. The idea is that I go up and down the same track every time, so as I fix that area and I start to work towards the back, I'm replacing the broken tiles and working backwards because I don't have to go on top of them again, which is why I'm doing it like this. You might want to do it another way. This is just the way I'm doing it. So, we're going to wet this a little bit and we're going to fill this gap with cement. Got to properly pack it in. Plenty on there. And then just wet the tile. Just so the tile doesn't suck the moisture out of the cement too quickly. I'm going to place it down, give it a good squidge, and then lift it up. We've pushed down here as you can see, but we've done nothing there, so a bit more muck at the end. Try again. Now we can lift it in. Squidging out the side, lift it up. Got good contact all along there now. So, wash some cement collar along the tile here. Make sure it lines up with the tile underneath the right spot. Give it a right good squidge around there. So you can see there how it's just squidged, the cement's just squidged out the side there, which means there's plenty underneath. Same the other side. So we know that's pretty well rock solid, good solid base. We'll just tidy that up and then we'll move on to the next one. So again, that's what we're looking for, getting it all squidging out down the sides. There we go, good to go. So we've just got a sponge where we can just tidy up the mess we've made and smooth over the cement for a nice seal. Again, stop the water coming in. So, the reason I brought these tiles now is we're going to start moving our way back. So we can ditch that, and slide that back along. Got a cracked tile here, which another one here. So as I'm moving backwards, I'm going to replace these broken tiles as we go. I'll leave it there for now, just in case I need to crack it. As I'm moving back like this, another one gone. I'll just replace them with these as we go, and then obviously because I'm working backwards, I don't have to stand on them again, so it should sort of remain intact-ish. Right, that's one full bucket, so that was 4.5 buckets to the cement mixer, and I've done 2 tiles, so I think I'll do some maths now. Second cement mixer load full. I think it's going to take 2 cement mixer loads per run, I reckon, but we'll see when we're getting close towards the end. We'll see how we're looking. So I've figured out the best thing to do is just to put a new tile on the top and then stand on that first. It saves all this damage, which means we can reuse some of the tiles. So that's what we're going to try and do as we move forward. Okay, let's keep working backwards. Right, so this is where we're looking at the halfway point. I've just finished the second cement mixer, and around about here is where we're at so far. You see either side I've decided to run tiles like this, new tiles, because I've realised that if I put the tiles down, then it protects the tiles underneath and I don't break as many. So that's why they're looking like that. Obviously I remove those as I go. And down here, the wheelbarrow up there is half full. We've got 2 more to go, and then that's the full cement mixer load. So hopefully that'll get us to the end without having to mix anymore. So we're almost at the end now. Just 2 left to go. Thank God, at least on this run. Just try and compact it as best we can. Stick this down. If we fill it up underneath, then we're not going to have too much of a problem with leaks and stuff.
There we go, it's all smudged out the hole there, so it should be good, I think. Right, so here we are. Sorry about the wind, my microphone's taking a hit, so maybe we're done. So, let's have a quick look. So there you can see, this is the run I've fixed. I've changed the tiles each side as I've made my way back up to the top where we are now. Just chest it with a bit of water, look. There you go, look at it go. Okay, perfect. So there we go, that's how it's looking. You can see the replacement tiles here and there as we're going along. Pretty well solid. Should be pretty good foundation for the framework for the new panels going in. So yeah, pretty happy with that. It's really windy up here, so I'm sorry about that. That pile there's all the tiles I've broken. There's 14 I've replaced, which to be honest isn't so bad. I've got one bucket left of cement from the second cement mixer full, so I'm going to use that just to go and fill in a few holes down in the wall over there. And I've got about that left, the cement gutter, which is about a third probably. So next time I won't mix up as much, I'll just go in smaller batches for the cement gutter. For now that's a wrap. I'm going to clean everything up because I'm pretty much done for today. The rest I'll just finish off camera, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm not sure. For now I've got to go to work and it's a bit too windy to be honest, so I can't really spend much time up here. But yeah, pretty successful, pretty straightforward, just time consuming and awkward walking with all the tiles and stuff. I'm pretty happy with the progress so far, and hopefully I'll come back to you when I've pretty much finished the job. And then we're in a position to call the guy so he can come and start putting the solar panels in, which is a really exciting bit.